Sager here with Lexington Locals, and today I'm in this awesome kitchen, which first of all, I love this countertop. I've loved it for years, with Amy Garbis and Tina Weber from A Starting Line. So, tell me about your business.
Well, Tina,
Who
you
wants
want
to
to get
start?
started? Yeah, Tina.
Sure. Yeah. So Amy and I both love helping and coaching students discover, a lot of the gems within themselves and helping them sort of navigate how do you polish all those gems inside you and present it in the best way possible for college admissions or private school admissions or graduate school admissions, wherever they want to go.
So we came up with this. It took us a while, but we thought it through, and so there are three parts. We mine, we polish, and we showcase. And the mining part is so important, and that's where we really get to know our clients.
We believe that each child have gems inside of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And our job is to mine those gems and really uncover their strengths and their uniqueness. And then we work with them, we partner with them and with each family to polish them and really get them to a place where they can shine. Right.
And so then they're all diamonds? Or do you have some rubies and emeralds too?
Each child is different.
But each child is definitely different.
Yeah,
and
right.
and rubies are actually more rare than diamonds.
Oh, all right. Nice.
Yeah. So, but we polish them, and no matter what, we make sure that each client stands out in his or her or their own way. And that's what we do. We want to showcase each one as being unique. And that doesn't mean they're all perfect, but they're all perfect in their own way.
Right.
Which is
They
really
must feel
important.
good about it, going through this process with you, the kids, right? Like they must be pretty proud of
I think
themselves
so.
when it's over. Right?
Well, and I think that's important.
The goal is that
someone really seeing them.
Yes.
So
exactly.
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah.
It is.
And we help them, build a resume that really reflects their strengths. And most of the time they go, wow, I've done good things. And that's great when they come out of this process saying, I've done really great things. I'm pretty good.
That is
Yeah. It's really great.
Yeah.
And Tina strategizes the resume. That's one of her strengths, is that like really looking at those kind of pieces and strategizing and
how do you present that? And we help them interview. We coach them on interviews as well.
Okay.
So
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
And then we
nice that you
showcase
two
it.
found each other.
Yeah.
Right?
We work really well together.
We do.
And I think the kids also respond to that.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So do you work with each client together or do you separate? How does it work amongst the two of you?
Yeah, that's a great question. We start off together and we each have our strengths. So my strength is the writing coaching piece and helping students strategically craft essays that will really be appropriate for each school. So that's my strength because my background is in education and writing, teaching writing. And then Tina has her own strengths.
Yeah, so I usually help the kids with, strengthening their activities, strategizing their resume, figuring out how they should evaluate schools, so how they can think about fit, and strategically, using their strengths to match their personality, their strengths, their goals with their list of schools.
So are most of your clientele, like, when do they start with you? Like as a junior or?
No, they're starting as, usually they're starting in their sophomore year, and we're beginning to get students in their 9th grade year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because so really you want to strategize and make it this journey as opposed to reactionary, which happens if you come in 11th grade or, and I think people are realizing the importance of starting early. So that we can really help. And we do work together. We'll separate out, but we come back together often to discuss the status of each student, what we think would be the appropriate school list, how they're coming along on their essays, what might be a great summer opportunity. So we work very closely together, unlike with other businesses where quite often what will happen is one coach will be assigned and they just work with one person. And we put our heads together and really strategize for the clients.
Nice.
We help them in a well-rounded process, right? Like from different angles. And in the younger years, like 9th grade and 10th grade, the focus is less on college, right? It's more about how do you have a successful high school journey. And that successful high school journey, it's not just about grades, it's not just about classes, but it's how do you align, you know, the child's interests, the child's strengths, the child's learning style with the activities and the classes that they want to take, so that they can be more successful.
So are most of your clients from Lexington, or are they from a lot of the surrounding towns? Like,
we do have a lot of clients in Lexington, but we actually have clients nationally. We have clients in other states as well. So we've had clients from as far as Georgia, from North Carolina. Yeah. So
upstate New York. Yeah.
So
we're branching out.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I suppose you can now, right? Like, we've all gotten creative about how we do our work, and
absolutely.
And we do love what we do. So we love helping students.
So how hard is it though, right? Do the kids, I mean, they just don't feel unique, right? On some levels, but yet they're also unique. Like, how do you help, like, you know, I'm taking 7 APs, right? I have 6, you know.
Well, that's exactly it though. We have a lot of conversations with the students, and we have various tools that we use. I hate calling them assessment tools because that sounds like a test, but we have tools that we use to uncover these gems and character strengths and you know, the different uniqueness within each kid, and then we help them recognize that within themselves.
Right, through ongoing conversations, many conversations, and it is really enjoyable. It's coaching, not quite life coaching, but it's coaching, and teenagers don't realize their own uniqueness. But through many conversations, we can come back and reflect on them and say, oh, so you are more entrepreneurial, and here's what we see, and here's what other people are going to see. And then these kids will say, oh, I never thought of it that way.
Or that will spark their memory and say, oh, I also do X, Y, Z. And then they begin to recognize their own, you know, uniqueness and things that they do that's different, that they previously just dismissed, like, oh, it's just another activity, but it's not. Sometimes it's really good, actually.
That's true. So you take them right from that right through. Do you actually help with their applications, like the whole thing, or?
Absolutely,
we do, and we do have students who come to us, you know, in the junior year to help with the application process, and we of course help them with that as well.
So you're basically, so how involved are the parents?
In the I would say in the junior year, that they're less involved, right? In the younger years, definitely we interface a lot with the parents, because part of it is also helping the parents understand and helping the parents see where their kids' strengths are, and, you know, try to encourage them to expose the kids to certain things.
Is that the most difficult part of your job, dealing with the parents?
It can be.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
And some parents are very hands-off, and some are very involved.
Yeah. And we understand that it's a very anxious time for the parents, especially as you get closer to the actual application time. It's you know, it's very stress-inducing, and we try to take that away from, you know, take the stress away and the anxiousness away from the parents, because we are helping their kids get things done
in a timely manner.
Absolutely.
You know, ahead of deadline. We have not had students miss their deadlines, so that's great. We are happy with that.
Yes.
And we're also really happy that our clients are, you know, they're receiving multiple acceptances, which is excellent. That's the goal, right? So they get to choose from,
that is nice.
You know, from a variety of schools.
And it really helps build their confidence. The kids have confidence as well, which is awesome.
So what's like one tidbit like you can share with people for their kids or the parents of kids going through this process?
Gosh, only one?
Well, you can share all your secrets, but
I think first and foremost, don't worry, and don't don't let the stress get to you. And because if you let it get to you, sometimes it will stress out your kid also, and it's really not necessary.
Yeah. They will go somewhere. Your kid will go to college.
Right.
That's my advice.
And we will help them go to the right college.
Yeah.
The right college for them, right? Our goal is to help them get into college environments that where they will be happy, because then they'll be more likely to be successful if they're happy.
Right, and they'll thrive, exactly. And that's our goal, the right school.
Nice, it's a good goal. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, how do people get in touch with you?
Well,
We have a website.
Okay.
Startingline.com.
Okay.
We have emails. It's Amy or Tina at astartingline.com. Yeah.
And do you run out of capacity? I mean,
We do.
okay.
well, we do, but we do have a team. So we have we've been adding to our team.
Okay.
We have somebody who specializes in helping students with learning differences.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Right, which is great.
And so, with bigger teams, each one of us does have, we do have a capacity.
Right.
But yeah, so I do suggest parents don't wait until the last minute, right?
So
Early
people,
academics.
I just thought of something. So this is just for me. So people start with you sort of as a freshman. Are they there the whole time, or do they just sort of consult with you and then maybe come back once a year? Like, how does it work when you start younger?
We were just having this discussion before meeting with you. We would start with them. They would consult with us throughout 9th grade. Probably on a monthly basis. It depends. And then in 10th grade, again, and we strategically, let's look at summer and let's plan a couple of activities that are aligned with your interest, but that are fun, right?
And also potentially be unique and might set them apart from other, from their peers.
Wow, so that's a lot.
Right, and then in 10th grade, same thing. We start off on a monthly basis, but by the end of 10th grade, we're probably meeting more than once a month as they come closer to the junior year. And again, that involves planning for a very strategic summer going into junior year. But still, a family can travel. It doesn't mean that they have to study all summer, because actually, that's not always effective. And then, so we work the whole way through, and it's meetings with parents, with the client, meaning the student. Absolutely.
That's a nice long
It is.
Well,
it helps, actually.
Yeah, because we want the kids to get to know us and trust us too.
Right.
So part of it is building that trust in both ways. And the check-ins are helpful because we are not mom. So often they listen to us.
I'm sure they do, right?
we can do the nagging without being mom.
Right. Yeah.
And we do all the research. It's many parents who, especially with their first kid who's going to college, they don't even know where to begin doing the research, and how to find programs or what to consider, what's a reliable program, what's, not so reliable. And we do a lot of research. We spend our time doing that. It's not just that we have meetings, but we research.
Right.
And it's not just finding the program, right? But it's like which program would be the most beneficial, not just in terms of learning, but with the kids' interest and strategically align.
And we also say, hey, a paying job is a great thing. Colleges and universities really look at that as well.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
With the kid with a job, so
that is also a good thing.
Well, that's probably another takeaway is that it's not all just about APs and more learning and more classes. It doesn't. More APs and more classes does not guarantee.
I already feel relaxed right now. They just relaxed me about my child, so
good.
Less stress.
Your child will go to college.
Yes.
The right college.
That's right, the right college. If you work with a college consultant, especially us, we will give her a list of the right schools. Or you can do it on your own.
No, thank you. Well, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was great to meet with you. Thanks.